Okay, gentlemen. So Node.js. One, it runs on V8 engine, number one. Number two, it's an open source. You can also contribute. Whatever we discussed, the minutes, right? It's an open source. And then it is non-blocking. Okay, runs on an event loop. Right, gentlemen? Runs on an event loop and it's completely JavaScript based. Now, other details, I'll just share it with you. JavaScript based. Now, every JavaScript file you create, every JavaScript file you create in Node.js is referred as a module. Module. Okay, there are built-in modules. Some will be using built-in modules. Okay, you can build custom modules. Okay, and you can inter-refer. First, we'll see up to here practically, right? We'll see up to here practically, and then I'll slowly grow with this. Haji. Now, let me show you something. I'll use Visual Studio. Area. Sorry. I want to have a cheat on the other side. Okay, so I'm using Visual Studio Code, guys. You use any editor, guys, no problem. I'm using Visual Studio Code, not Visual Studio. You can use Visual Studio also. I'm using VS Code. It's platform independent. You can use the same Visual Studio Code in Mac, in Linux. Okay, everywhere it's available for you. Right? So I'll take J1. And here, I'll create a new folder. Or let it be day one, no? Okay. So Node, React, CDAC. Okay. So let us start with this. Just an open folder. Yes, I trust this author. It's fine. I'll remove all these. So I just have this is a lightweight editor, guys. You can use Sublime, you can use Atom, you can use Eclipse. Okay, use anything you're used to. But the most generally used one now is this, right? You can use PyCharm. Okay, that also supports JS, right? So that's fine. But the best editor is Notepad. It does not show you any syntax error, anything. You can do anything you want, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, gentlemen. Now let me start with this. So I have Node React, and let me start with a small. Let me create something for you. File, new file. See, you can see here. There's a new file here. There's a new folder here. I can refresh, and here is the folder. You can collapse. Okay, that's fine. Those are all you will learn because you're going to live with this for the next 6 days. What did you all use for, which editor you all used last week? VS Code only. Oh, then it's easy for me. Okay. Then it's easy. Why am I wasting time here, right? So you all used VS Code. It's lightweight, platform independent, right? So यहाँ पे, as usual, I'll maintain one main. Generally, it is called as app.js. Okay, so I'll maintain as main. So anything you want to see, you see from main, and you'll get all the other links. Just like in ASP.NET, I told you to go and look at the controller first. Okay, so look at main in my program. Main. Okay, to start with, I'll just tell console.log. Console.log. What? Console.log. So here I'll tell hello CDAC. How do I increase the font size? Plus. It's too big. Okay. Okay, leave it. This is fine. You'll live with this. Hello, CDAC. Okay, how do I go to the terminal? राइट क्लिक टर्मिनल आ जाएगा. ओके. हम्म. अच्छा. अभी छोड़ दो. सी. कंट्रोल एंड बैक टिक. ये बैक टिक्ड है. बैक टिक्ड इज बिलो द एस्केप की. One's complement. See, this is one. Below this, you have this backtick, right? You use for format strings, right, in JavaScripts. Backtick, right? So वो use करने से आपको terminal मिल जाएगा. See, I'm using control backtick. You got the terminal here. Got it, gentlemen? So your node React, it is there. So let me save this. And there's a toggle button. Okay, so control backtick is a toggle button. You can toggle. So if you don't want this, you can just hide it. Okay. ठीक है. Now I just go here. So the first point, what you all have to know is you have to install Node. Okay, in your machine, you ensure that you install your Node.js. So based on the machine, so use the latest LTM. Okay, so LTS is it's a Node.js download. You see, you'll get the long-term support. Oh, internet नहीं है क्या? अरे यार. This is bad. I need internet throughout, guys, because I'll be downloading regularly, and I cannot depend on this mobile now. अच्छा जी. कहाँ लगाऊं? कहाँ लगाऊं? मेरे मशीन में नहीं है सॉकेट. आई डोंट हैव. अच्छा छोड़ो जी. हाँ. अच्छा छोड़ो छोड़ो. विल सी इट्स कनेक्टेड. ये सिग्नल ही नहीं है यहाँ. सी डैक का. आपका कौन सा है? बोलो. नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है. हाँ ये अच्छा अभी मिला. Oh, yours has full strength. You have enough downloads? Okay, great. हाँ जी. So, go to node.js.org. ये सब भी रिकॉर्ड हो गया. Okay. So, excuse me, go to node.js, and I'm not downloading for you. Okay, this you have to do. Okay, so use the long-term support. Of course, current one will have a lot of features for you, but this is okay the one which is settled long-term support. इसको long-term support होने के लिए और time है. Getting it right? So you use this. So that is one thing you are going to use Node.js. So once you bring Node.js, okay. So the next thing what you're going to do is when you go and see. So here you can see Node is installed already. Once you install, it gets stitched with the environment. So Node will be there for you. See, I'm using Node. See here, gentlemen. What is that you're getting here? Node, you're getting a RIPL. RIPL. RIPL stands for Read, Eval, Print Loop. RIPL. Okay. So I have a RIPL, read, eval, print loop, that called as RIPL. So you have React RIPL, you have Node RIPL. Okay, so you have a lot of okay. So RIPL, so read, evaluate, print, keep on looping on that, right? That is RIPL. So let us test here. Here I'm telling console.log. Okay, so here the most famous name is Bhaskar. बस. अच्छा जी. हाँ. अभी H छोड़ दिया क्या? अच्छा, छोड़ो. Now this is a ripple. We're just using a ripple. I'm just telling where I is equal to 5. That is fine. I want to get the value of I. It'll be there. It'll remember as if you're typing the code there, right? Okay, so any checking, see 1 plus 2, how much does you just want to check with it, right? Okay, so ripple just helps you to work, right? So let me show you something for, help me for I equals to 1, I less than 5. I is for indexing, okay, and then tell console.log I, comma, hello, whatever you want. Close this, run karo, agya. So you can just test all these. But in the real time, this ripple is not that much useful. For the testing environment, some things you want to run from there, it's fine. Okay, you're fine with it. It'll be fine for you. But in the real time, it's not required. So I'll use Control C. Okay, so Control C to exit. So I exit, I come out of the ripple. So you all can test few things with, okay, so with node ripple test. Okay, so ripple का expansion चाहिए, you can get it. Okay, it is read eval डाल देंगे, eval print, keep looping. Ripple is common, guys. Okay, everybody has their own ripple. Okay, so React का भी ripple है. So mm, the Babel engine, which we're going to learn later. So there is a Babel ripple for you. So यहीं पे टेस्ट कर सकते हैं हम. We'll see the ripple. Just give me. Where is that ripple guide? Array, yeah. I want to use ripple and show you. They're not helping. Okay, we'll see that, guys. I missed it. अच्छा देखते हैं. Babylon we'll see later. I just want to type and show you there. That's all. When you type something like this, well, what will be the next JavaScript? That's what this guy shows. Okay, I don't know where it's changed a little now. Anybody knows where the ripple is? Anybody has used it? अच्छा छोड़ दो, अभी छोड़ दो. We'll see later. अच्छा छोड़ो जी. I don't know where is it. Wait. Leave it, guys. I don't know. Because there will be two editors for you. In one, if you type a normal JavaScript ES6, the other one will show you the normal. Anybody knows where is it? मिल गया शायद. हाँ इधर मिल गया. So you type const I is equal to 10. Okay. See, const is something introduced in ES6, right? So normal JavaScript में ऐसा होता है वो. So you write a function which takes x comma y and returns x plus y, right? When you write a fat arrow, okay, it becomes like this for you. Getting it right? Okay, so the fat arrow, the lambda expressions when you write, right? So the old browsers doesn't know this syntax, the new ES6 syntax. So there is a Babel engine which will actually convert all these. Okay, there's an ES6 engine, guys, available for you. So okay, so there are many engines, Babel, which uses Babel. For example, Webpack is there, okay, which also uses Babel engine. So it just converts. I don't know when I was searching why I didn't get this directly. So when you type here, right? So this is the equivalent code, what you're going to get actually, right? So that's how it's going to work, right? Okay. Now, when JavaScript was introduced in ES5, ES4, ES2 and all, const was not there at all. Okay, now you're writing JavaScripts using modern standard. ES6 is a modern standard, which was introduced in 2015. ES6 is also called as ES 2015. So const was introduced. Now you're writing all modern JavaScripts, but what will happen if somebody is going to visit your website using old browsers? They haven't upgraded their browser. So उसके लिए वो const var बनना है. Got it right? And ये function पता नहीं होगा for old browsers. This function, what is there? They won't know. It has to get converted like this. Is that clear? Okay, so that's how it is. So we'll be seeing a lot of those with React actually. I actually went for this editor directly, so I've reached some other website. Now, let's move. So I have a look at the REPL. That is absolutely fine. And now what you do, gentlemen, after installing Node, there is a module I want to run. See, Node, I'm telling abc.js. That's going to hurt. It's telling module not found. What it's telling? You can see that means whatever it's trying to load, whatever node is trying to load, those are called as modules. They're not JavaScript files for you. Of course, for us, it's JavaScript files, but they are known as modules. Okay. Now let me load a module here where I'm telling node, I'm just running node. Okay. And I want to run a module. Which is a module for you now? It is main.js. When you run, so there I'm getting hello CDAC. Right? I loaded a module and I'm just running on that module. Can I move? Okay. That's a simple module. I'll do one thing. I want to draw a line, guys, after every output. How I was doing this in C#? You all remember? In C++, I wrote a macro. Okay, help me. So I'll use the format string. You all know JavaScript format string, right? The backtick you have to use. Backticked, it's called as. Okay, backticked if you use. That's a format string for you. In C#, how do you do? Use a formatter, right? F in the beginning. What do you do in C# if you want to get a format string? Now I want to read the variable. So I have to just use a dollar here and tell this is the expression which will get evaluated. Right? That's a format string. That means this is interpolation. Okay. How do you do interpolation in C# was my question. Use dollar. Curly brackets is fine, guys. What did I use in the beginning? At the rate is to suppress escape sequence. डॉलर ही यूज किया ना पाइथन में क्या यूज करते हो you use f you use dollar here okay but JavaScript we don't use anything guys we use this backtick for format string for interpolation okay this is interpolation just for your reference I'll maintain it interpolation so how do you do interpolation the languages you know is Java JavaScript Python C#. Okay, you'll know how to do, right? So we use dollar in C#. We use backticks where in JavaScript's interpolation. So these are expressions which will get evaluated. So whatever heading we are providing, that will reach. Excuse me. Now here it is my illustration 1 for you, where I'm telling just a minute. Yeah. Oh, it's not going. Yeah. Interpolation. So just here. So here when I come, I'm just drawing a line. How do I copy this line? We use Control D in Visual Studio. What do we use this to copy the line? Line number 6 I want to copy. Alt Shift down arrow. And to move, Alt down arrow. Good. You all have used Visual Studio Code. Good. Okay, because every editor it changes, right? हाँ सब ठीक ठाक है अभी आगे चलो run and see this so now it looks fine this is illustration 1 right heading में कुछ चाहिए आपको so here I'll tell क्या heading दूँ heading I'll tell Jack and Jill that's called as hello world is called as Jack and Jill programs right हाँ जी सब ठीक ठाक है ये छोड़ दो नहीं चाहिए if you're giving this to somebody else they'll see what is a Jack and Jill. Okay, gentlemen, so simple output we are giving that should be absolutely neat, clean, and crisp. Now, excuse me, I want to show some module integrations. Yeah, I have only 2 days for Node and Express, guys. After that, I have 4 days for React and Redux. Okay, for each I want 6 days actually. So we'll try to do. Okay, we'll try to do justice with the time allotted for us. Now, I'll just give a second example for you. Okay, so I want to use a module. So here I'll tell inbuilt a third-party module I'll use. Excuse me, third-party module. We'll see how to use it first. Excuse me. Now what we do is simple. I'll tell console.log and here I tell I want to use module. I'm just telling I want to use a module. I'll hide this first. Control KC, I'll hide and have only this. See, when I just give module, okay, you can see there are some details about the module. Every module you create will have a default module object which you are going to utilize. Okay, there is ID is dot, it's a current module. Okay, so where it is actually present, does it export anything? What is the file name where it's present? Getting it right? Okay, so these are there, and you can see the paths, what it's searching for. What is it searching for? It is searching for a folder called node modules. So anything you want to load, okay, the search will be on node modules. And node modules will be, okay, searched up in the hierarchy. So you have nested folders. You can see that it's searching in the hierarchy. First it searches the current folder, then the parent, then the parent, then the parent, okay, till it reaches the root. Is that clear? That's how the search is going to happen. So anything you install has to get into node modules. Which node module it has to get in, that you have to decide. So if you don't want in any of these local modules, there is a global nodal module. When you install Node.js, there's a global node module available for you. It will get installed there. Is that clear? Okay. Now this is running, right? I'm going to do one installation. Right. So I want to bring a third party. This I'll leave it for your reference. So now here I'm telling console.log. So here I'm telling India is great. We managed to lose the test final. Okay. India is great. We are great still, right? Everybody forgot that test match and now we're worried about the next World Cup, right? Abhi West Indies are gaya. You all know, right? They didn't make up finally. Yeah. Having such a big guys in there. They lost to Scotland, they lost to Zimbabwe. Okay, we'll proceed, gentlemen. India is great. Chale aage? But I want to tell India is great. I want to bring a rainbow. Just telling rainbow. Kya hai this rainbow? Okay, now when I run this, कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो गया. Okay. Rainbow किधर है? Rainbow नहीं है. So what I'll do is let me bring a third party module. So where I'm telling where colors, generally we give this as colors. This name will be identical generally, guys. Require. This is how we bring in other modules, guys. Require. So you have to know the usage of require. Okay. To load other modules. There is a separate require JS also. You people can have a look at it. Require JS is also there where you can just split your single JavaScript into multiple files. JavaScript can be 1,000 lines, right? One single file. But maintenance wise, it becomes difficult. You can split them into multiple modules. And there is require JS which can blend them together based on where you set your main entry point. So that is implicitly used here. We'll use require. And I'm telling I want colors. I want colors. So here I go and run this. There's a beautiful exception. क्या exception? Cannot find module? ऐसा नहीं है. Colors नहीं है. Okay, by default it's not available for you. Colors ऐसा नहीं है. So what do we do now is let us look at the npm repository. Okay, npm node package manager. Okay, so look at. So that has a pool of libraries. npm, if you go and see, that has pool of libraries. Okay, from where you can download. So where is that? I can tell slash. Don't have access to it directly. No. Okay, I'll do one thing. For example, Lodash I'll use in another 5-10 minutes. Okay, say packages. Remove this. So npm node repository is there, guys. When you go to the node repository, in that you will see, okay, so you'll see all the modules which you can actually utilize from the repository. So package के अंदर package चला गया. That's what I'm seeing where it went. Okay, you can see that the package which के अंदर colors. This is actually taking, my browser is doing some extra things in this. That's hurting me. Sorry. I don't want to type there and go again. Okay, guys, or you can search from your colors. Okay, so you'll get it. I will load over, right? So what you're going to do is, this is present in the repository. Microsoft maintains its own repository, which is that Ninject नहीं था, कहाँ से लाए? NeoGate, right? NeoGate repository was there from where you're actually downloading. That's a repository maintained by Microsoft. Like that, Node.js maintains npm repository, right? From where you can download. Now, how I can download is use pip. I'm sorry, pip is for Python. Use npm node package manager, right? Okay, minus install is a switch. And what is it you want to install? I want to install colors. Enter karo. So install. No hyphen there, guys. So npm. So added one package, right? जाके देखो. Added a package. So what is the package? So you people can just get in here. Okay, node React. You can see there's node module. In that you can see colors got added, right? So node cdac. Okay, from where I added, you can see the command. I ran this in node cdac. At that place, node module got created and colors got added for you. Is that clear? Colors got added, so that is absolutely fine. Now I go required. I'm just trying to load, and you know the search now. Okay, in the hierarchy, it's going to search, but the colors is present in the current module itself, current directory itself. Now when you run this, there is India's great in rainbow, right? Hello, hello. Forget this. You're not here to learn rainbow. Wait. Okay, you have something else to learn. Okay, so just bring the module. Excuse me. Just bring the module and integrate. So that is absolutely neat, clean, and crisp. Now what I'll do, I'll get back. I'll get back to node modules. Could you see there is one package.json created? Okay, so open this with Notepad. Could you see colors is added? That's a dependency for you. There's colors added. There's a dependency. And then you can see there is package log.json. Okay, it tells what are the dependencies available, right? So where you have to look for what. So that's what is available. Now what I'll do is I'll delete all these. Which one? I'll delete all these. Shift delete. So I've delete कर दिया. So only main remains. As usual, you're getting colors is not found. Now what I'll do is just here. Now what I'll do is I want to create a package.json file. I want to create package.json. How do I do that? So this is the first step you'll be doing in your projects, guys. Okay, create package.json. How do you do this? Is npm init, there is a command. Okay, let me show that for you. देखो जी, यहाँ पे देखो. Just see here, I'm showing it because you're going to live with this for the next 6 days. npm init. You should know the difference between npm init. npm init is to create package.json. Getting it right? So npm init. See what happens. npm init. Okay. Of course, I can tell defaults. There are some switches for it, but let me show you the basic one possible. npm init. Again, now it will ask me. Okay, आ गया क्या? I'm seeing. Okay, what is the name you want to give for the package? Okay, क्या नाम देंगे package के लिए? So कुछ भी any name you can give. So yeah, कौन सा नाम दो? आनंद दे दो. Next version रहने दो 1.0.0. Okay, next description. आनंद क्या है? आनंद के बारे में कुछ बोलो. हाँ क्या है? आनंद is glamour. Okay. Anand is glamour. Okay. Anand is happiness, right? हाँ, gamer. हाँ. अच्छा छोड़ो ये. Anand is happiness. Entry point. Okay. So main JS रहने दो और कुछ और. So I'll tell app.js is the entry point for me generally. Any test command you want, I'll leave it default. Git repository, if you have, you can just associate. Whatever you save, it will just get into that Git. Right? So I don't want it. Any keywords? No. Author? कौन है? Okay. Author Ali. हाँ, Swapnil. Who? बताओ. Who? Correct. हाँ. Okay. License will leave. हो गया? You can see how the package.json looks. अब क्या करो? यहाँ पे जाके देखो. You'll see a package.json. Refresh. क्या हो गया जी? I didn't tell. Yes. अभी आ गया, ये क्रिएट किया हमने, राइट? यू लर्न, आई जस्ट शोड मिनिमम पॉसिबल एक्चुअली। ओके, उसमें कुछ और स्विचेस हैं, यू कैन लर्न। ओके, सो डिफॉल्ट डालने से सब कुछ आ जाएगा, इन नॉट एंटर ऑल दीज, सब डिफॉल्ट चाहिए तो यू हैव अ स्विच फॉर इट, विल जस्ट क्रिएट इट। ओके, अभी छोड़ो, सो वी जस्ट क्रिएटेड ऑल दीज, इट इज एब्सोल्युटली नीट, क्लीन एंड क्रिस्प। हाँ जी, नाउ when you run this, excuse me, you will get that beautiful exception, colors is not found. Now what am I supposed to do is, I am supposed to install colors. Dekho, just see here, I am telling how do I install. Tell me the command. npm install, npm install colors, install to ho jayega. Now I also want to save that information in package.json. Okay, इसके लिए double hyphen save डालना है। Let me put it here for you. Okay, double hyphen is save. उसके बाद क्या चाहिए? I just have an extra switch now called save. ये क्या करेगा? Right? Just look at the board. So I just made a change now. So what I did now is I just told number 3, I'm just using npm install save colors. Oh, I gave fully, right? You can just give I for install. For save, you can give just yes. Okay, so save npm install save colors. That's how you install. Okay, now what happens? Just see package.json. If you open and see, when you tell save, there will be an entry in package.json for it in the dependencies. Okay, save. So you have save development, only for development, that will reach after another half an hour. Okay, so now you can see that there's an entry here, colors. Now you can see node module has come here, colors is here, right guys? Now what you have to know is one thing important. Now assume that now let us run this once and see. Go here, run and see. No, not this, sorry. So India's grade is coming there because colors modules are available with us. Right, now just see, I'll go and delete which one? The node module. Delete kar diya. So what you have to know is, when you want to ship, you will be shipping only the JS files and package.json. Getting it right? So when you want to, so if, for example, if your friends are asking you the JSON code, you have to give the main JS, along with it just give package.json, that's all. Okay, it's telling what are the dependencies. Could you see? He knows what to install, looking at the dependencies. Okay, it's not. Now if you run this code, you're going to get an error for sure. Why? The module is not available, right? But now somebody has given me this along with package.json. So what I'm supposed to do in this case is, I have to just tell npm install, that's all. When you just tell npm install, your node looks into package.json dependencies and loads everything required. So when you ship it in the other machine, all those will get loaded for you. This node module will get created. You can see how do only colors came for me. It's because it's clearly mentioned here, I need only colors. But you will have hundreds of dependencies. Everything will get installed there in the machine where you're going to deploy this package.json. So npm install will just look into package.json, look into the dependencies and install everything. Is that clear? Okay, this is the minimum you have to know to start. Right guys? अभी हेलो वर्ल्ड में ही खत्म हो गया कॉफी टाइम आपका। फर्स्ट दिन कॉफी नहीं चाहिए, ओके? नहीं चाहिए, ओके? अभी देखो, चले npm init डालने से मिल जाएगा. Suppose you want to give it to your friend, you will give your package.json to him. So when he runs npm.install, package.json में जो है, everything will get installed in his machine. Got it right? Yeah. So when you give your project, even in .NET, I was deleting that package and giving it to you. Remember package bin mein jo tha? Because all those will get downloaded for you in your machine, right? Okay, the concept same hai. Hello, you understood how to integrate a module to start with? Because why I started with this is what we're going to use now for the next 6 days. ठीक है, थोड़ा आगे लेके चलो, कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीज करो. सी शार्प में भी ऐसा ही देखा था ना, थोड़ा थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीज होते गया. I'll stop the recording.